Hi, I'm Natalie and this is my toy adaptation. For this project, I chose to adapt a puzzle, and I really got the idea after observing several kids at fieldwork that seem to have a lot of difficulty with their fine motor coordination and, being able to pick up different puzzle pieces or grasping larger objects like bottles. So I thought it would be great to give parents a way to adapt a commonly used toy such as a puzzle, and it's very cost effective and it's fun for everyone. So some of the strategies and adaptations can be applied to other puzzles that are designed more for older adults or older children. The puzzle that I chose is for younger kids, but again, these concepts can be applied to multiple puzzles, and the adaptations will apply. So some of the populations that this adaptation is beneficial for would be children with dyspraxia, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis, developmental coordination disorder, adults or children with traumatic brain injury, arthritis, or even adults that have had a stroke. So it really is a range of disabilities that this adaptation can be useful for. So I'm going to start with the supplies that I have here. First of all, I have a puzzle, which I had this laying around the house. I bought it for a prior project, but I know I bought it at the dollar store, so it only cost me $1. So this is very cost effective. And as I mentioned, I think a lot of homes have puzzles or even clinics that they can adapt for kids, and it won't cost very much because they already have it lying around the house. The other item I used is a pill bottle. So this was an empty bottle. So again, very cost effective. It's just found lying around my house. A glove, which I also had just lying around the house, or I know they can be purchased very cheap from Walmart or Meijer for a couple bucks. And then some Velcro. So I have loop, which is a softer material, and hook, which is a little bit rougher. But both of these, I purchased them at Walmart, and it was $2.79 for 24 inches of each. So these are great because they have a sticky back that you just peel off this back side, and it can be placed on various objects. And then they connect very well together. So they hold their connection very well, so they're very appropriate for adapting various items. So what I first did is I wanted to make sure this puzzle wasn't going to move around. So I placed some loop on the table and then hook on the back side of the puzzle, and I placed them on all four corners, and then I just pressed down the puzzle to make sure it's not going to move. So this is great. It can be done on any tabletop, counter, desk, wherever the child may be doing the puzzle. So that's the first step. And then I took each individual puzzle piece and placed loop, which is the softer material, on each of the puzzle pieces. So all 8 of them have the loop. And then what I did is place the hook or the rougher material on the top of the pill bottle. And I thought for kids that have trouble grasping or using their fine motor skills to pick up the puzzle pieces, and they're able to grasp larger objects, they could just grasp a bottle or something larger, and then just use that to pick up the puzzle pieces. So as you can see, it's very easy just to pick up the pieces, and they don't really have to use their fine motor coordination to pick up those pieces. The second way I thought to adapt this is if, a child absolutely cannot even grasp the bottle. So using loop, which is the softer material, and a little piece of hook, I made this large enough for my hand, but obviously you could make it so it would fit around the child's hand. And I placed on the side of the bottle a piece of hook. So again, these two will stick together. So all the child has to do, or the parent or teacher can place the bottle on the child's hand. They don't have to close their hands around it. They can just keep their hand open without having to grasp anything, and it's very easy for them to pick up the puzzle piece. So again, this can be used for kids that can't even grasp a bottle at all. The last way I thought of, without even having to use the bottle, I fit this to my own hand, but using hook, which is a rough material, and placing a piece of loop, this can easily stick to each puzzle piece. So they can just place this on their hand and then pick up the puzzle piece that way. So that's another great idea. The last idea I had was using a glove. I placed some hook, which is a rough material, on the palm of the hand and each of the fingers. So again, see, it's very easy to pick up the puzzle piece. So that is a great way. Again, it's cost effective, and all these things can be found within the home. They're easily adaptable, and kids will really enjoy that. And some other purposes, even though the child may not be working on their fine motor skills, puzzles are great because they allow the child to really build many other skills, such as the ability, memory skills, so remembering where different pieces go. They work on eye-hand coordination because they're still using their eyes and their hands to pick up the various pieces. If they're doing the puzzle with their parents or other kids, then it's really working on that social interaction piece. And then spatial awareness, so, determining, okay, where does this shape fit into on this board? So that is another great thing. So like I said, this puzzle is a shape puzzle, so younger kids can start to learn their shapes and also work on all these other skills. So again, I just want to emphasize how easy it was to adapt these puzzles and to use a variety of different techniques. And really, I didn't have to go out and buy anything other than the hook and loop. But if a parent had all these items lying around the house, then they could do that. I know another way to adapt a puzzle that I didn't show you. You could use a spool with thread, and obviously the thread would be gone, so you could use that and glue it onto each of the puzzle pieces if a child could grasp an object. So then they could just pick up each piece that way. So that's another great alternative to adapting a puzzle. So that is my toy adaptation, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.